Hello guys, and welcome again to this journey. Today in this video we're going to learn two important things. Part number one would be greetings. How do we greet? Ciao is the universal greeting, okay? Ciao. Ciao is the informal one though, right? So if you want to be a little bit more formal, you gotta say salve, salve. That's the neutral one. Salve. And it could be used in any circumstance, okay? Salve. Then, of course, we have good morning. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Buon pomeriggio. Good evening. Buonasera. Buonasera. Good night. Buonanotte. Okay? Buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, buonasera, and buonanotte. Okay? Sometimes we do two things. Instead of saying buongiorno, if you enter the shop in the morning, they're gonna say buona giornata or buona mattinata, because the actual word for morning is mattina. So to have a pleasant morning would be mattinata. Sometimes they're also going to say buona serata. Serata is more for a long evening, or an evening where you do something interesting. Not necessarily super interesting, but it could be going out, it could be eating out, anything like that. Okay? So, buona giornata, buona mattinata, and buona serata. To meet people and to greet people once you have met them, just met them, you will say piacere, and the other person responds by saying piacere, like nice to meet you. We don't say piacere di conoscerti, that's way too formal, okay? So you can just stick to piacere, piacere, piacere. Another way of greeting people is come stai. Now, short premise here. We're not English speakers. If we do ask come stai, maybe we don't want to know all your business, but we want you to be truthful, okay? People are going to take that seriously. If you weren't interested, you wouldn't have asked, okay? So people in a pharmacy would complain because there's always something wrong. So, insomma, so. Come stai? Insomma. Okay? Bene. Molto bene. Do not say fantasticamente, wonderfully, okay? That's another thing. You guys, when you say great, you look like on cocaine to Italian speakers, because that's unnecessary. Nobody is like super happy every day of the week. Very few people are, at least. Okay? So you're gonna say, bene. Non c'è male. It's like not too bad. Non c'è male. Non mi lamento. I can't complain. Non mi lamento. But you could also say bene, molto bene. You could also say insomma. Okay? Non mi sento molto bene. Okay? I'm not feeling too well. Non mi sento molto bene. So, choose according to the occasion, but practice this. Come stai could also be said come va, literally meaning how's it going? It's the same thing, okay? Come va? Bene. People are not super happy in general, okay? But they are happy, but they're not super happy when they respond to this question, okay? So bene, molto bene, it's fine. Once you say that, you say grazie, thank you, grazie, e tu? Grazie, e tu? Always reply grazie, e tu. Okay? That's it for greetings. Let's move on to part number 2. Presentation. How do I present myself? Okay. Part of this is going to be elaborated way more in the next chapters. But here we lay down the foundations. Okay? The first thing you say is Io sono, and then your name. Io sono Sabrina. Lei è Maria. Lui è Marco. Okay? Io sono. I am. But you could also say io mi chiamo. My name is. Io mi chiamo. Io mi chiamo Sabrina. Lei si chiama Maria. Lui si chiama Marco. Io mi chiamo. Tu ti chiami. Lui, lei si chiama. Tu ti chiami? You don't even need like anything else. That's a question because you see that on tu ti chiami, I went up with my tone of voice. And when I do that, it means I'm asking a question. Okay? So, io mi chiamo. Tu ti chiami? What's your name? Okay? Now, io sono, io mi chiamo. That's the first thing. The second thing you want to say is probably your age. Io ho. Io ho 30 anni. Io ho 50 anni. Io ho 70 anni. Okay? So, numbers here. The third thing you want to say is io sono italiana. Your nationality. Now, we're gonna kind of see that better a little bit when we do essere. But what is important here to understand is that that word, italiana, ends in A because I'm a woman and I am one. If I were a guy, I would have replied by saying io sono italiano. If I am speaking for multiple people, myself and somebody else, that would depend according to our gender. Two or more women, anyway, a group of women, of only women, is gonna sound like italiane. But a group of women and guys, or a group of guys, would be italiani. So, noi siamo italiani, voi siete italiane. Now, the trick here is that not all adjectives would do that. Most adjectives would work like italiano. That goes italiano, male singular, italiano, masculine singular, italiana, feminine singular, italiani, mixed or only males, italiane, females, only females, two or more females. Same is when you say americano, americano, americana, americani, americane. Same is when you say tedesco, German, tedesco, tedesca, tedeschi, tedesche. Same is when you say spagnolo, Spanish, spagnolo, one guy, spagnola, one girl, lady, woman, spagnoli, mixed or only males, spagnole, only females, indiano, Indian, indiano, indiana, indiani, indiane. Let's go to the cases where this is not happening. The other case for nationalities and in general adjectives is that you're going to have an adjective ending in e, my e, when singular, ending in your I, my e, when plural. Let's pick inglese. Inglese, English. Io sono inglese, that works whether I'm male or female. Noi siamo inglesi, for plural. So we don't have gender here, we just have numbers, meaning singular, inglese, plural, inglesi. Same goes for Chinese. Cinese, cinese, cinesi. Same goes for Canadians. Canadese, canadesi. Same goes for French. Francese, francesi. Same goes for Portuguese. Portoghese, portoghesi. Okay. Now, of course, that doesn't cover every nationality, but you have to practice this. Okay? So, pick your nationality, Google it if I have not mentioned it, okay? And I would go O, I, E, E, 4 endings, or just 2 endings for singular and plural, E, I. So let's recap. Io sono Sabrina. Io ho 30 anni. I'm 30 years old. Io sono italiana. Now, I will describe my own family. So I might say, io ho una figlia, a daughter, un figlio, a son, 2 figlie, 2 females, 3 figli, mixed, 1 male, 2 females, vice versa, right? That's a one female, 1 male, whatever that is, right? Or all males, figli. Io non ho figli. I don't have any kid. Io non ho figli. Tu hai figli? Tu hai figli? You go up with the tone. That's a question. Tu hai figli? Io ho una sorella. Io ho una sorella. I have a sister. Io ho 2 sorelle. But if I have a brother and a sister, I'm gonna say io ho 2 fratelli. Una sorella, un fratello. Io ho una sorella, lei si chiama Maria. Io ho un fratello, lui si chiama Marco. Ok? Loro hanno 36 anni. Both of them. Lei ha 30 anni, lui ha 35 anni. For example, io non ho fratelli. I don't have any sibling. Io vivo. I live. Io vivo in Italia. Mia sorella vive all'estero, abroad. Mio fratello vive in Germania, in Germany. Mia sorella lavora in Austria. She works in Austria. You could definitely substitute that with the state, the country where they are living, if you have siblings. Io ho un gatto. Io non ho gatti. I have a cat. I don't have cats. Io ho un gatto. Io ho un cane. I have a dog. Io non ho cani. Or io non ho animali. I don't have pets. Io ho 2 gatti e un cane. 2 cats and a dog. Or 2 cani e un gatto. Whatever it is the case. Now, last point. Let's say you're in Italy, but you're not from Italy. In that case, we are going to use another verb. The verb is venire. Venire, to come, followed by da. Io vengo dall'America. Io vengo dagli Stati Uniti. Why? It's the United States. It's male. It does require the article because it does require the article in English. So that is true also in Italian. Io vengo dagli Stati Uniti. Io vengo dall'Italia. Here we're gonna have D-A, double L and apostrophe, dall'Italia. Why? Italia is feminine, it ends with A, so it's feminine. And it starts with a vowel. So, io vengo dall'Italia, io vengo dall'India, io vengo dall'Inghilterra. All of those countries start with a vowel. So I'm gonna say dal apostrophe. Io vengo dalla Francia. Francia does not start with a vowel. France ends with A, so it's feminine. Dalla Francia. Dalla Germania. Lui viene dalla Germania. Lui viene dalla Croazia. Croatia. Lui viene dalla Serbia, from Serbia. Lui viene dal Canada. Here, Canada is masculine. Lui viene dal Canada. Exception. Exceptions in Italian are so recurrent, guys, that they just confirm the rules. Because the only rules that we know are statisticals, meaning true most of the times, but not all the times. Lui viene dal Canada. Lui viene dal Portogallo. Lei viene dal Brasile. Brazil. Loro vengono dalla Russia. Okay? So we have mentioned some countries: la Russia, la Germania, la Francia, l'Italia, l'India, l'Inghilterra, l'Argentina. Okay? Here there's just L apostrophe. All of these countries start with a vowel. Portogallo is going to be masculine. Il Portogallo, il Brasile, il Canada. At this point, you could say io lavoro in Italia, or io sono in vacanza. I am on a holiday. Io sono in vacanza. Io lavoro in, and then you say you're filled. Io lavoro in marketing. Io lavoro in finanza. Io lavoro in una compagnia. We're gonna look at that later, but so that you could have an understanding. Now, with all of that being said, it's your turn. Make your own presentation. Introduce yourself. Say who you are. Io sono, io mi chiamo. Your age, io ho, and then the number. Then again, your family. So whether or not you have kids. Io ho un figlio, una figlia, 3 figli. Io sono sposato. I'm married. Io non sono sposata. I'm not married. Io lavoro. Io sono in vacanza. Io sono, and the nationality. Io sono italiana. Tu sei? And then, last point, you could say io vengo. If you're coming from a different country, io vengo da article dall'America, dall'Italia, dall'India, but also dalla Francia, dal Portogallo, dal Brasile. So, vengo plus that plus the country. Okay? So, have fun with it, and we're gonna talk next time in a new video.